Obviously, you must have some idea that this is my last day here. Lieutenant Landis and Sergeant Howing are kind enough to let me play at giving you a briefing here for a few moments. And those of you, other than Crosley, who don't have any idea who the hell I am, have suffered through Sunday sermons or other things that they've been labeled over the last the 15 years that I was a sergeant, or the 4 years that I was a lieutenant, or even before I was a sergeant lieutenant. I had absolutely no authority to be telling people what to do. I was doing it anyway. But I would stand up here and pontificate about God knows whatever popped into my head at the time that I was talking. So I decided that I would like to be able to recreate or recap some of these sermons for you on my last day here. And the good thing about it being my last day, and the good thing about having this opportunity is it's like being at the Tonight Show. It's a captive audience. You get in for free, but you can't leave. So you got to listen. You don't have to hear it, or maybe you have to hear it, but you don't have to listen. Along the way, when I was giving these talks, these sermons, these lectures, these gripes and bitches or whatever, I always thought I had a point. I'm not so sure I made the point, kind of like now, but I thought I had a point. And I started off with a couple of pretty basic things, and none of them, once again, let me please repeat, I never had an original idea in my life, and I don't think I'll have one today. But I'm putting a different twist on them. So I remember starting off years ago with the look sharp, feel sharp, be sharp. It's a novel concept that comes from the military. But basically, you're not representing yourselves when you're here. You represent the men and women of the Alameda Police Department. And that's a pretty simple one. Look sharp, feel sharp, be sharp. People expect you to look one way and be one way as police officers. They don't see you as tall or thin or short or fat or white or brown or yellow or green, male or female. They see you as APD blue. And so when you represent the Alameda Police Department, you should look sharp. So that means keep your hair cut, press your stuff, don't have any uniforms with stitches in it, shine your shoes, shine your badge, take good care of it, and go out and be all that you can be. That was a pretty simple one. It caused a little concern for people in the beginning, so we would have inspections. They seemed to be a thing of the past. And I was thinking about inspecting everybody in here today, but we'd get out here by about 11:15, and that might be a little inappropriate. So that was the easiest one. Look sharp, feel sharp, be sharp. And I started talking to you about being nice to each other. You got to be nice to somebody every day. Well, if you can't be nice to each other, you can't be nice to the people out on the street. People would look at me like, shut up, old man. We're nice. I don't got to be nice, But you got to be nice to each other. You have to take care of each other. That's what you're here for. The kids always talk about, I got your back. That all started here. It all started with geezers like Forrest teaching me how to take care of him and him taking care of me. And I can say that now because you're the only person in the room older than me. Take care of each other. Be nice to each other. Your job is as caretakers of the people of this community. But it doesn't work if you're backstabbing each other and talking smack about each other and rumoring and gossiping and everything else. I mean, this is kind of a paradox that was always confusing, but because we take naturally nosy people and we hire you and we screen you and we filter you, and then we say we got the nosiest people around, and then we send you off to an academy for 6 months now, and we teach you how to be nosier, and we call it investigations, and when you do really good at it, we praise you for investigating, being nosy, asking questions and spreading stories. And yet when you come in here inside the Red Brick Building, we tell you don't do that. So it's kind of an odd thing. But there's a reason we tell you not to do that, because if we just wanted you to spread news, we'd hire Tom Brokaw, or if we didn't care about the quality of news, we'd hire Geraldo Rivera, and we'd spread news. So your job is not to spread news about each other. Your job is to take care of each other, cover each other's backs, make sure you get home at the end of the day. Stress in law enforcement, apparently from what people tell me, since I don't really see much stress, is not from being hurt out in the streets and that other crap, it's from the stress from inside the Red Brick Building. You don't help each other if you're going to be talking about each other. So that was another one of the points. I think I told you about doing the right thing. And people roll their eyes at me and geez, what's this crap about? And then inevitably some wise ass in the back of the room, because there's never any of the people up front because they're close enough to get hit. Some wise ass in the back, well, what about what the right thing is? And I would tell you the right thing is almost always the hard thing. If it's easy, you're probably going to do something wrong. Pretty simple shit. Treat people nice. Do unto others. And that kind of thing. People would say, well, what if I don't know how I want to be treated? Well, how would you want your mom or your wife or your kids to be treated? Pretty simple stuff again. What I'm talking about is what we do is pretty simple. It's a very honorable profession, what you do. And you do it well. It's not rocket science. I joke earlier with a couple people about being blue collar. And I'm very proud to have done what I've done for 28 and a half years. And I don't know that I did it as well as you guys did, but it's a very honorable and proud profession. And we're blue collar people. It's not rocket science. The hardest part about every day is getting up and doing it. Being here ain't a problem. Getting here some days is tough. But be nice to each other. Be nice to people out there. You know, they expect certain things from you. Give it to them. Do yourself that right, that privilege. Be all that you can be. You know what I mean? There's things that come along over the years that we do, and we're not always, like you say, supportive at the times. We give the best funerals of anybody in the world. There's no better funeral than a cop funeral. My God, he was the greatest. He was the best. You know, there's nothing like it. You know, if we were only that nice to each other while we're still alive, it'd be kind of a novel concept. So try to be nice to each other. Be nice to people out there. Be all that you can do. Thank you very much for everything you've done. Thanks for letting me, you know, bark at you, pick on you, tease you, yell at you, care about you, that kind of stuff. And I just got one last thing. I mean, one last time I can say it is, you know, get out of my building. Anyway, thank you very much.
Once in a lullaby, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true. Someday you wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Be where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dream that you dare to, oh why can't I? Well, I see trees of green and red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands singing, how do you do? They really say, I love you. I hear babies cry,